Well, hey, good morning, everybody. It's good to come to a Friday finally, the end of the week. We are and preparing for the weekend. How's everybody going on out there? If you don't know who I am, and if you're tuning in for the first time, first of all, thanks for joining us. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Brett with anvillmusicmedia. Take this time to go live to talk to you about all the latest developments, updates, upgrades of this computer tech world that we have as we're entering into the season, holiday season, I guess. I don't want to date this video, but I just did. Clearly I just dated this video, but yeah, today I'm just gonna talk shop. There's nothing major going on in the tech world. Well, it is a lot of major stuff. I mean, check out my other live videos that I've sort of talked about some of the latest developments in the tech world. But today I just want to talk to you just like a regular person. And I feel like I do that every time I get on live. Just regular talk. Just some of my thoughts regarding Apple's products in general. When it comes to, when you're looking for the product, researching it, looking to buy, looking to purchase. And by the way, guys, I'm here for that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Right now, the information, I can assist you. If you have questions, you'd like to, purchase a product, an Apple product, and you're not quite sure what you want to get, and I could understand that. That's a normal thing for a consumer to try to sift through what they want and what they want to decide to buy. I will say to that, you're not going to have a problem. You're not going to have an issue or they're not going to have an issue telling you how much the product is, because it's so darn expensive. Oh my goodness. Apple's, they charge almost 2 arms and a leg. So sometimes you may feel like you get the shorter end of the stick. But yeah, we're just going to discuss today. And I don't know, over the years, I've just had to grin and bear it when it comes to buying the items that I've gotten, the MacBooks I've gotten, the iMacs I've gotten. Just had to grin and bear it. Now, one thing I do is I do shop wisely. I shop smart. I get on sites like eBay or maybe an Amazon, because that's going to give me more leverage when it comes to purchasing this thing. And I know one of the things is, the number one question that I've received is, well, it's Thanksgiving coming up, and everybody else is having sales, and will Apple ever have a sale? Will they have a Black Friday sale or digital Monday? I don't even know what they call it. Something when the online purchases that you make on Monday following the Friday, because there's not really. I mean, Black Friday is really, everything's on the internet. Like, let's just be real. We're purchasing on the internet more than we're going to the store, which is a whole nother story. But that number one question I get is, does Apple products go on sale? Do they really can you get a discount? Where's the coupons? The answer to that, guys, is no and no. The only way you're going to get a Apple product discounted, or I say discounted, if you decide to purchase an older product. And so you're not all the way in the dark with this and purchasing an older product, because number one, Apple holds its retail really good. So you just have to find someone who's willing to part ways with their older product. And that's why I myself personally, I shop on eBay. Like, I shop on eBay. Hey guys, thanks. I'm obviously driving. I'll get to the comments later and address and say hi to you guys, shout you out. But thanks for coming in. Let me know where you're watching from while you comment. I appreciate the comments. I do see them. However, I want to be safe, so I'm not gonna be doing two things at once here. I'm focusing on the road and talking, so you can listen to me talk, ramble, what have you. So, but getting back to what I was saying with Apple products, it is a sort of this phenomenon of like, why are the prices so high? Why are they so high? Like, what is the reason for this? And I'm going to answer that question. First of all, I can't answer that question. I can, as in I can, I will. I'm going to answer that question for you and let you know. But I'm going to go back in history just a little bit. When I first started, when I purchased my first MacBook was back in 2006. It was a MacBook. I never forget. It was a silver, actually MacBook, and it looked like a book. The MacBooks now, they're smaller. They're a little bit more rounded in the curves. This one was actually square. Heavy little thing. That thing ran me $2,600. Let me tell you what I got with the $2,600. Well, first of all, the CPU was like 2.1 gigahertz. There was only 80 gigs of RAM on this thing. Yeah, it wasn't much. It wasn't much at all. $2,600. Yeah. So $2,600 on a Mac today will give you something pretty good. And if I wanted to purchase something for $2,600, I know exactly what to get, and it probably would service me getting something used versus new, right? So we're already under the understanding that these products are just, they're just high, like overpriced, just high. So I think really what made me decide to get this MacBook, my first MacBook, was just, I was really just starting to get into to production, music production, and all that stuff, and I knew that this was, I had a lot of friends around me that were like, yeah, you should get a Mac, and I was using Macs. Like at the time, I think it was the G4 was out. We were in the studio sort of, and it was like, oh man, yeah, I need to get something like this. And that's what, almost 20 some odd, 18 years ago. 2006 is a long time ago, y'all. So like 2006, oh my God. So I purchased that, hit my pocket. Oh, it hit my pocket. And I never really quite reaped the benefits, because what I purchased really just wasn't up to par with what I needed. So, but I went ahead and purchased anyway. Fast forward a few years later, the iPhone comes out. I think it may have already come out, or it comes out. And we purchased that, and Apple's sort of good. They're giving you your accessories. You get your headphones with the iPhone. You get your power cord with an adapter, and it's like, you look forward to having all three pieces, because it's like, yeah, I want to have my headphones with my phone and my adapter piece, because I want to be able to charge my phone. Cool. The iPhones, I think they started at like $400, $500. Well, now you're lucky if you're getting an accessory. You're lucky if you get the little Apple sticker thing. You're lucky if you're getting that. Because you don't get any headphones anymore. There's nothing attached to the package besides the phone. You get the little cord thing, but you don't get the adapter piece. So what am I saying? Like, they are cutting corners every way possible to try to upsell you as much as possible, as much as they can. All the while, you got to go out and pay for the accessories that you need. And I've been online and I've looked up keyboards, I've looked up Apple trackpad. And by the way, yeah, go check out my trackpad video. It just dropped yesterday. I did a review on the trackpad, and you can see in that review that, yeah, if any of you guys are looking for Apple accessories, go check out that trackpad video. I give you some real information about whether or not you should purchase that. Yeah, you see my head. So me going online, looking at these accessories, and I've recently done this. Those prices are just out of this world. I don't. It baffles me. Prices that Apple charges you, and I know a lot of people have qualms with this. But while I'm like surprised, shocked, and taken aback about the price, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to purchase it anyway if I need it. So Apple has this amazing way to charge you outlandish prices, and people still buy. And by the way, the question that was asked earlier, why are they so expensive? Well, your reasoning is that Apple is expensive just because it can be. That's it. Simple. They can, because they can charge you. Because guess what? We pay, and we want the flash as consumers. We want to buy. I mean, there are other brands out there that we pay for, and it's like, so I can't really be too mad. But it's like, man. And that's one thing I hate. I can't stand going to a restaurant and it's a la carte. And for those that may not know what a la carte means, that means you got to pay for each and every item. You don't get a meal with sides. You don't get a burger and fries. If you go to this restaurant that's a la carte, you're going to pay for that burger, and then they're going to upcharge you for the fries. And then if you want some cheese on it, they may upcharge you for the cheese. It just keeps going on and on. That's exactly how Apple charges you. I dare you to go on their website, try to look up a computer. They're going to take you through a series of options and start you at the base model of whatever that computer is. For example, I was looking at the Mac Studio, checking it out, really considering it, really sort of, I just, I want it selfishly. It's too much, and I'm glad it's too much, because I probably would have gotten it and regretted it later, because I don't need it, right? There's no need in getting something you don't need. I'm looking at the website, checking out the MacBook, and they start you out, 256 gigs of hard drive space, which, by the way, is like, oh my God. I did a short on hard drive space, and I'm like, I'm willing to pay for hard drive space. I know a lot of people are like, well, yeah, I'll use external. Nah, I'm willing to pay for hard drive space. The one thing that people don't realize is when you have an Apple computer, you need the extra hard drive space, because Apple's CPU actually uses that empty space for your programs to work. You gotta have empty space. So if you got a terabyte hard drive and 800 or 900 gigs are already used, you only have 100 gigs left, that's not enough to run your software or your computer smoothly. And you need to have at least 300 to 400. You need to at least have 30 to 40% free space of hard drive space. You got to have at least that amount so that your computer runs fine. And I'm sort of running into that problem now with my computers. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I went on the website, looked up the Mac Studio, and like they start you out with 256 gigs. And you don't have to pay for that, right? You're not. But if you jump up to, what is the next one, a gig or 500 gigs? No, let's just say a gig. It's $200 extra. Then if you get 2 gigs, it's like $1,000 or extra, or $500 extra. Okay, all right, I'll eat that. I'll bite that. The next thing you go to is RAM, and I think it starts you out at and RAM. I think RAM has gotten better. Like RAM, you don't have to really necessarily worry about with the M1 or the M chip. It starts you off at 16 gigs of RAM. Cool. No charge there. 32 gigs, $500 extra. 64, $1,000. So you get what I'm saying. So it's already, the price is already built up. You've already, if you're choosing if you're choosing the more space, if you're choosing more RAM, that's already up to $1,500 to $2,000 extra that you're paying for this a la carte purchase, because you ain't getting it for free. You just ain't getting it. You're just not getting it. 2,000. So then, okay, I'm like, all right, cool. And then I think it takes you to the CPU of your operating system, of how big you want your CPU. Actually, that may have been first, but it takes you to that screen, and it's like, oh yeah, do you want the 10 core? Okay, if the 10 core is like, you don't have to pay for that. If you want 12 core, that's an extra $1,000. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man, they drain you for everything you got practically, and rightfully so. I understand the plight and the issue with this and how people are like complaining, because nobody has that type of money to be spending on a product. And people that do, they're fine. They're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna spend it anyway. But nobody's got time. Nobody's got the money to do that. Like it's ridiculous. So I just, it's kind of funny to me. Not funny. It's downright. It's not right to have to be upcharged. It's like you just get upcharged. So, that's my thing. All right, let's see. Who do we got? Sarindhar says, where am I from? So I'm from the US. I live here on the East Coast. So you coming from India? Oh, thanks for tuning in from India. Oh, let's see. Ethan says, hey Ethan, how's it going? Big Dog says inflation. Just one word, inflation? Or do you want me to talk about inflation, or is that where this economy is heading, towards inflation? I don't know. We just had a election, obviously, so that's over and done with, thankfully. Jalal says hi. Hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Where are you tuning in from? Let me know where you are watching from. I'm sitting in my car, obviously. Got my seatbelt. About to head inside. Hey, how's it going? What is this channel about? So I talk about Apple products, and go check out my channel. Go check out the videos. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on here every Tuesday, every Friday, Tuesdays and Fridays. Some Saturdays, I'm starting to do more Saturdays, but my latest video, I just did a video on the Apple trackpad. Go check that out if you're looking for Apple accessories. Most of the people up here do have Apple products, and they own Apple products. And so what comes with that is accessories. And that's what you need to sort of do what you need to do. So that trackpad is out, and then Apple has a trackpad 2 and a trackpad 1, I think. So anyway, yeah, thanks for the shout out. Please subscribe if you get a chance. The way you can see me every Tuesday and Friday. This is what we do. We get on. Thanks for the comment, by the way. Appreciate that. Thanks for everybody's comment. I appreciate it. I don't see any questions up here. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Jalal, you sub. Okay, thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Thank you for the subscription. We're gonna we'll be coming on live and just talking it up. Today was just like a sort of informal thing. Not that I'm formal or anything, but yeah, it's informal. So all right, cool, guys. That's it for me. I will see you. I'll see you probably next week. May come on tomorrow, so stay tuned. and I'll talk to you soon.